Poetry is my hero, my healer, my inspiration. Poetry is my comforter, my lifesaver. Poetry is my emotions wrapped up into one bowl. Poetry is the cold water that quenches the hot lava inside of me. Poetry is the reason why I'm here, the only reason I'll ever be here. No more stereotyping, more poetry.
This is an all-school showcase for all the schools with spoken word educators.
It's been from its outset, MA Writer, Teacher and Spoken Word Programme have worked very, very closely together.
Having a poet in school has been, for me, an outlet. I'd be so much more stressed out, but I now have a way of getting all my emotions out in a creative way, and being myself has got me here.
One area that English teachers are often worried about, anxious about, is the teaching of poetry.
It really helped me because I never ever used to like poetry. I thought it was boring.
We have performance poets, we have poets going into schools and working alongside English teachers with students within mainstream classes and also after school clubs.
Well, having a poet is it's fun, especially when you have this program. I wasn't like a really good writer, and then she actually edits my work sometimes and helps me and says what's right and fixes my poems, and yeah, it's kind of
being
cool.
violent.
Yeah, I'm not violent.
No, me.
Oh yeah, you're
Because
violent.
I'm not violent.
Lies.
Today was an incredible experience. I mean, having all 8 schools that have spoken with educators in one room, and then also just seeing the Cardinal Pole students who I've been working with really closely in a kind of sharing their work alongside other students was really moving.
My brothers and sisters, boys and girls, welcome to the Spoken Word Education Showcase 2015. Put your hands together and make some noise.
It really helps you express all your feelings out on stage, and it just gives you more confidence.
It's also loads of fun to be with other people and getting to know them through their poems.
Well, in our current educational environment, it's all about exams, it's about league tables, and we're about pushing emotional literacy, about student development through their own empowerment.
Show negativity. You're the bleach because you burn.
What a group poem is, you combine your poem together, you link it up, and it takes roughly about 2 to 3 months. It's linked on one topic, say my community.
My community is a symphony of broken glass
and a harmony of drunken men.
If you forget what you're saying, other people will remember the poem for you and they'll help you out.
And it has more force because we do it as one.
I've realised that my body is perfectly imperfect, but it will never be perfect enough to match the sharp lines of your pre-printed picture. So I try to uphold and get rid of the message that you scarred into my eyes that skinny defines pretty.
They are changing the culture of the schools that they're based in, pushing the students' appreciation and understanding of emotional literacy, giving these students spaces to express themselves in ways that these students often don't have.
I come from backstreet deals, damp ceilings, and from trees that stand taller than the most translucent of moons.
I come from the land of CCTV, where you record everything and share nothing.
I was really loving my time at Evening Grace. It's a lot of fun. They're amazing. I felt like a football coach.
You'll have to run to get to the fridge. You'll have to wait a decade for the traffic light to turn big, bright green.
Spoken word to me probably means friendship and meeting different people from different age range and just working with them, learning new things about them and just listening to each other's poems and hearing about each other.
I think spoken word to me definitely means confidence.
But tonight, my head is straight, my thoughts are curved and my body is cracked, and tonight my artwork is abstract.
What was interesting tonight was that students had the confidence to get up. People are not frightened to talk about issues, to talk about social justice, to talk about equality, and talk about things that matter.
All because his dad was sick and twisted don't mean mummy ain't happy he existed, and she cried.
There was really good poems out there. There's some of the poems are done to reflect to your own personal life, and you could compare it.
I feel that it's really positive for people, like, for example, if you don't have self-confidence, coming here and performing in front of so many people is something really good.
Make it come from your heart, not from...
No, that's not what you said. That's what you said. Rosie told us to convey your feelings into poem. The poem, I don't know what. Mr. Antrobus isn't only a teacher, he's a friend. My best friend. That's a lot.
I'm feeling amazing, I'm feeling inspired hearing the young voices and the stories that are coming out of the community in East London in Hackney, which is also the area which I grew up, and it's great to see the new generation of voices emerge from a place that really needs it. I think one of the things that's inspired me the most is seeing the growth and the development in not just in individual poets, but in classrooms, and the dynamics that change and the relationships that form within the students is something in which you don't get when you go in on workshops as a kind of one-off.
It's almost like that's in your soul and it never stops. It never flickers. It shines bright in you. It's inspiration that you couldn't have before. It's the legacies of past poets burning inside your mind and planted in your soul.
Apollo's light and warmth dances rocks and grains, the ravens freer than I'll ever be. It was terrifying, but really cool.
I think it was great. I think it was actually great. I mean, at first I was a bit worried, but then after like more performances and more, it was actually brilliant. I understood the consequences of being myself. The threatening teenage life I had led. I knew that eventually the question would rise. The one that won't give in to euphemism.
Watching the progression and the quality of poets just kind of made me feel, wow, I need to buck my game up. Yeah. Because they were all so good, and I feel really inspired after.
And the feelings I've experienced, oh my god, I constantly had to click because it was just perfect. It was amazing.
Yeah. My wrist hurt because we were just sitting in the back like,
absolutely amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
The Spoken Word Educator program brings such value to young people because it allows them to connect with themselves, connect with others, and also connect with culture.
I can't see the picture right now with my own eyes, but together I think this whole network can paint the picture that puts these puzzle pieces together and creates overall what is poetry.